What's up, Pisces friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. That is me. I am so excited to have all my Pisces friends with me here today. We're going to do a general reading for the month of June. Can you believe it? It is almost June. It might be June by the time you start watching this. So anyway, as with all messages, please keep in mind these are going to be general. That means that not everything I say is going to resonate with all the Pisces out there. So only take away messages for your best and highest good. You will know intuitively what those are. You never need to force anything to fit your circumstance or your scenario. If it doesn't seem to resonate or fit, you can push it aside. You don't have to worry about it. That being said, sometimes messages do take a few days, a few weeks, a few months to resonate, to hit the spot for you. And if it does later down the road, then that's fantastic. That means it was your message. But again, you never need to force anything if it's not feeling right in the moment, okay? So be open to hearing new messages, but other than that, have fun with it, right? That's what these messages are for. Promoting self-growth, self-empowerment, self-love. That is what I do here at the Intuitive Teacup, okay? Shout out to Kristen of Cups, who I became friends with via Instagram, who has a fantastic channel. So I think she's a Pisces. Check her out if you haven't already. She seems like a sweetheart. And thank you to everybody for your love and support, for following the channel, for subscribing, for checking out the social media. I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you. This channel's pretty new, so still getting it up and running, but I'm loving doing this, so I'm hoping you guys are loving the messages back. All right, everything else you need to know about this video will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using, as well as all the social media channels, the websites, how to donate, etc. Let's hop into it for the fish squad. What can we get for the Pisces? For the Pisces gang. Oop, that one wants to come out. Oops. All right, we'll take one more card for Pisces. I feel like there's a lot that want to come out, but that's a good thing. That means you got lots coming in this month. But for the sake of time, I'm trying to take roughly the same amount. There we go. All right, Pisces. So, sorry, my camera just froze there. Bottom of the deck is the Battle Wagon, Cancer energy. This is the Chariot in this deck, card of Cancer. So this talks about forward movement. Sometimes it does involve literal travel, right? Movement, across town, across the globe, however that translates for you. It could be moving into a different position at work. It's good energy, though. It's a card of victory. So let's see where that goes. So Pisces, in the heart of your spread, you have two cards here. So you have the Eight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Does speak about rapid growth, rapid communication, forward progression, so it's actually very fitting with this card as well. I always think of it as the arrows of the bow that the archer would throw back. He shoots straight. He has good aim. He shoots true. He knows what he desires in his future, and he moves for it. Very interesting energy, paired with the Four of Athame. So this is the Four of Swords in this deck. So two completely different energies. Now that being said, this depiction of the Eight of Wands is a little bit different. So this is going to be Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, air energy, right? Specifically a Libra card, if that means anything to anyone. The Four of Swords is a card of rest. It's a card of sometimes healing, recuperation. It comes right after that Three of Swords energy, which is the card everybody dreads, right? It's, the heart with the three daggers through it. It's heartbreak, pain, sorrow. This card comes right after it. So yeah, there's a need to heal the body, heal the mind, heal the heart. It is sword energy, though, so it does speak a lot to the mind, to your thoughts, to ideas, to, yeah, there's frequently sort of a meditative quality to the Four of Swords. So this may have to do with throwing yourself into work. And the fact that these came up as the heart of the spread, yeah, I do see this as like not a yin and yang, but yeah, trying to balance maybe taking care of your health and your body versus making some sort of forward progression in whatever it is that you're doing career-wise. If you're trying to start a business, or again, if you're trying to move, yeah, there's a need for very precise and exact planning with whatever this potentially work endeavor is, or again, it could absolutely be moving. I could see this as like packing up your stuff to go and making sure everything's in its box with the proper title on it so you know what's in it. Or again, planning out that For some of you, maybe starting a business, planning a vacation. And so in which case, maybe this would be like the desired end goal of you want to be totally and completely relaxed. So it's like, now's the time where you have to get your get your shit together. Maybe I should use a different word. Get your stuff together. All right, so interesting energy. Let's look into your past. You have the Witch. Okay, so this is the Magician in this deck. The card of manifestation, the idea that everything you need is right in front of you, which I think is perfect because that's sort of what's coming up with this card. The packing of your stuff, or, you know, getting your ducks in a row, it's all there. This forward movement, it's like, I think you're ready to do it. It's just crossing the T's and dotting the I's. Versus your other option, if you will, is resting. So there isn't a need to like go out and scurry to make money or this or that. I don't think. It seems like, because, you know, the classic description of the Magician is all the tools are on your table. You have the cups, you have the wands, you have the pentacles, you have the swords. Everything you need is right there. You have the world in your hands, essentially. And, you know, she's making a concoction. She's trying out all the tools she has and trying to get the best result. And she's manifesting, right? She's getting in touch with herself, her ideas, her inner wants and desires, and deciding, where am I going to take these skills? Where am I going to take this passion? Where am I going to take this hot new bikini and go on vacation in the Bahamas? Like, you know what I mean? There's, and I mean, that's a really silly example, but yeah, everything you have essentially is within reach, within grasp. It's just, how great do you want to make it, Pisces? That sort of seems to be coming up here. So the manifestation is coming up in your past. And again, the timeline here, only take what resonates. You know, it's energy. There's no fixed start or stop point. So I'm talking about past. This could be coming up in your near future, right? The timeline on this video is roughly a month, but I don't really believe that. You know, we post videos and we have to put a time date on it, kind of, right? But yeah, if you bumped into this video, there's probably something you're supposed to see in it. Let's focus. Sorry, I go off on these tangents. Okay, so you have all the tools in front of you, you're manifesting, you're thinking about long-term future, or again, this travel, if it's not long-term in terms of like 10 years into the future, and for most of you, I don't think it is, there's a specific task or goal in mind. Let's see if we can clarify this, put my deck right up. Let's see if we can clarify the Magician for Pisces here. You're trying to do something in a way so that you're protecting yourself, so that you're safety-proofing yourself for the future. Yeah, so there is something to do with like checking the list twice, or maybe seeking guidance, potentially from an outside source. Queen of Cups. So the Magician, the Witch in this deck, is being clarified by the Queen of Cups. So more Cancerian energy. The Queen of Cups, the Queen of Love, the Queen of Emotions, the Queen of Kindness, very motherly, nurturing energy. You could be traveling to see your mother. This could be the idea of, if you are thinking long-term, creating a space, a lifestyle that would promote, or not promote, but allow you to eventually become a mother or grow a family. Or again, just some sort of labor of love, some sort of endeavor that, you know, it matches your cup. You want to give your love out to the world in whatever project or travel this is. Now, you know, if the vacation thing is landing for some of you, it's going to that destination that you've always dreamed of. It makes your heart sing just to think about being able to go and travel there. Very interesting. All right, so what is going to be the challenge or potentially focus this month for you? You have the High Priest, so the Hierophant in this deck. So potentially committing yourself to something, as well as the Eight of Swords. Yeah, okay, so absolutely, here's what I'm getting here. This card can sometimes have to do with spirituality, potentially with marriage, maybe for some of you. For most of you, this is committing to the plans you're making. There's something about how if she's packing a bag or packing up her apartment to move across the country, or finely tuning her resume to apply to that job that has always meant something to her. You know that this work, though it may be difficult, it's a means to an end that's finally going to bring you some relaxation. But your challenge or focus here is staying committed to that plan that you made, Pisces. There's the fish. There's no swimming and dodging it. You need to be straight as an arrow, as I was saying, right? And the thing is, the reason why, for whatever this is, for each individual, the reason why you would sway or kind of, I don't want to say dodge a bullet, but just react. I guess sort of dodge a bullet. If you feel like a lot's coming at you and you're getting overwhelmed, your gut reaction is this. I can't do it. Like, this is the I'm scared card. You know, I'm not as brave as I thought I was. I can't pick up and move my shit across the country. Whatever it is. Do you understand what I'm saying? Your challenge or focus here is understanding that if you're going after something that your heart calls you to do, Queen of Cups, Queen of Love, manifesting essentially great love in your life. This could be a partner, right? You could be trying to manifest a partner, right? Yeah, the challenge or focus is not talking yourself out of it. You have to understand that if this is a path that you've chosen because your heart calls you to do it, because again, you feel filled with love to express that idea, to tell that person how you feel, for most of you, again, I think it's like a work endeavor or even a vacation, whatever. Staying to the plan and not talking yourself out of it. The Eight of Swords talks about restriction, and sorry, Pisces, my camera froze, it does that. The Eight of Swords talks about mental restrictions. It's a prison we build in our minds. Essentially, it's not real. If we were to take that blindfold off and realize all these daggers sticking in the ground around us, they're not real. And okay, if they are real, if these thoughts, essentially, which is what they are, come from somewhere, they're not restraining us. They're not holding us back. You can take off the blindfold and acknowledge there's the dagger in the ground, but look at me. I can roam free. I'm not stuck in my own mental prison. I'm almost getting that because this means so much to you, because it's a labor of love, an endeavor of love. Maybe you're moving somewhere maybe you're moving in with the love of your life. Maybe you just got engaged. Maybe, you know, your fiance or whatever it is. There's something about this. And again, that would make sense with the commitment, the idea of family, committing to a relationship. It's also committing to your plan, though. It's sticking to your word in a sense, because what I was going after is this means so much to you, you care so much about this, Pisces, that it scares the shit out of you a little bit. The idea of not being able to do it, yeah, it's like you're looking for reasons. I don't want to say to quit because that sounds harsh, but maybe you've never taken a risk this big before. Forward movement, which, by the way, under it is the Wheel of Fortune. Or I'm sorry, no, just kidding, that's Justice. Still, though, balancing out the scales, balancing out essentially the imbalances in your life. Justice. I'm just getting like power, like the ultimate truth. You are meant to go on this journey. It's a journey of justice. Maybe you're going to see a Libra. It's like things are being put back in order by you going off on this new venture. And even if it is something as simple as a vacation, maybe you've never traveled on a plane before. Maybe that scares the shit out of you. Again, maybe you're going to visit someone you haven't seen in years and there's a little bit of anxiety attached to this. Your challenge or focus is to understand with this card, it's a card of spirituality. He's a priest, right? This mission, if you will, of the Chariot is divinely guided. You are meant to go down this path. So stop trying to come up with every rhyme and reason to resist it, to talk yourself out of it. Because this is the card of self-imposed restriction, right? It's really nobody else telling you you can or you can't. It may be rooted in thoughts or ideas that people said to you in the past that maybe shook your confidence. But this is all you, baby. Like, you have the power to free yourself and go down this path. Again, I'm getting it's glorious. That was your video last time, right? It's the same thing I'm getting here. It's like you get there and you're just like you can hear choirs of angels singing when you get to that, basically that destination, that resting stop where you can lie on the grass and listen to, the ducks and the serene water and the breeze flow through the trees. It's this, and this also feels like the manifestation card. It's like you bumped yourself up a notch In the past, it's like you were just sort of tinkering with the idea, maybe jotting things down on paper of what this could look like. Your challenge or focus is now you're actually like there's powerful stuff going on here, right? Like clearly the universe is now involved, right? Yeah, I'm just getting, you have really beautiful, bright, I'm just like heaven, Valhalla, all these references are coming to you, but this is your challenge or focus. Don't restrict yourself to toxic self-talk, to negative self-talk, to old patterns of behavior, Pisces. Again, if this is a new endeavor, something you've never gone after before but really want to, your challenges or focus is to keep with it, okay? So what is the help available to you this month? The Page of Chalices. All right, so the Page of Cups. I love this for you, Pisces, because, I mean, obviously it's water, right? As is this. So choosing what you love, potentially creative endeavors, that's, you know, it's good to be in your water element. And again, much like your last reading, it's like you finally made it to the riverbank. Like it's right there. Remember how we were talking about like the baby floating down the river and you were it was really heavy. It was like you were meeting your soul and you combined your body and your soul again and you were making your way to this beautiful, vast ocean. Yeah, it's like it's your little slice of heaven. You're almost there. Again, the tools are in front of you. You've packed your bags. Like, even if it's not literal packing your bags, it's like your mindset is packed and ready to go. Anyway, what's going to be helpful to you? And there's that river again, all this water imagery, right? Of you floating down. The card of expressing yourself, right? She's a young artist. It's a blank canvas. With this, I'm getting, Pisces, the world is your oyster. You can paint anything on there. You have all the potential inside of you. You just have to get it out and do it. You just have to go out in the world and do it. You just have to get on the plane. You just have to get on the bus. You just have to move your shit across the country and do it. Because your heart calls you to do it. It's even the act of moving across a country. Something about this, it's expressing your desire for truth, to be true to yourself, and just liberty, justice. Are you righting a wrong of the past? And by that, did you let an opportunity pass you by before and now you're going to like reclaim it? Or again, that catching up to yourself. If your path was strayed somewhere along the line, you're leveling the scales out by going on this mission, whatever it is. Expressing your truth. Again, potentially creative endeavors. Also, yeah, okay, there we go. There she is. She's the Queen of Truth. The Queen of Athames, the Queen of Swords. Libra energy. There's heavy Libra energy in this spread. Doesn't have to mean you're going, to see a Libra or be with a Libra. Some of you might be. The expression of your truth. I think it's of going after what you want. Is that better for the light? Hopefully. It's like this bird has been fluttering outside your window, and maybe it took you a really long time to notice it, Pisces, but it's like the time is now. Interesting. The idea of missing out on something potentially from your childhood, I could see this as a younger version of this queen, and it's something you've always carried with you, Pisces, and you've never necessarily acted on it, but you always knew. With the swords, again, more air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. A Libra card balancing out the scales, going back and doing that thing in your childhood that you could never quite get out of you. It was something, it was almost like it was stuck in your heart with the Page of Cups. You always felt it and you knew it was there. But yeah, maybe those around you didn't support this creative endeavor. Maybe it may just circumstance, whatever that was for you. There was something that wasn't allowing you to access this innocent, beautiful part of you that needed to be expressed, or again, just some goal that you always had, or desire of something you wanted in your life, or wanted where you wanted to travel, or it could be expressing your love to a person. It's like, it's something about this. I know this sounds kind of hippy dippy, but it's like this bird was like released from inside you. It's almost like if you look at this card, she's the one in the cage. She's in her house, right? And we've got these like windows there, but it's almost like barring her in from the world. Then you go back outside, and it's like revisiting your childhood to, yeah, it's like setting the bird free. I hope that lands for everybody. Or who's ever messaged this is, right? It's really badass energy. I love it. Let's clarify it. Let's do one. And the thing is, when you go back to this endeavor that maybe you missed out on, or I don't know, maybe you're going to get a degree that you always wanted and you never had the money and you just decide to do it. It could be something like that. When you do it, I do sense that there is a little bit of hesitation, maybe a little bit of fear, a little bit of anxiety, because maybe you are truly out of your element. Maybe this is something you've never really ventured into, though I don't know if that's true. For most of you, because it's a page, it's not an ace, you may have dabbled in this subject matter or visited this place once or twice in your youth or whatever. But just the look on her face, it does seem like there's a touch of fear or uncertainty. I'll leave it at that. This is fear. This is anxiety. This is, holy shit, how do I get out of this, right? I can't. I'm not talented enough. I'm not pretty enough. I don't have the money, whatever. That's the I can't card. She's doing it. She's out there. She's in nature. She's literally free, right? Again, this like vacationing idea. Maybe you're doing something out in nature, right? Maybe you're a landscape photographer or something. She looks a little bit hesitant, but it's just the idea of starting, Pisces. That's the hardest part. Once you put a few drops of paint on the canvas, it's going to explode out of you. It's going to be like those rapid rivers that once they start flowing, it's just going to come, whatever this is. And there may be some heavy emotions involved. I could see tears involved because it's like this heavy release that, yeah, I'm just getting it was years overdue. Yeah, so we can clarify by the Two of Cups in reverse. So again, a labor of love, a project that you hold near and dear to your heart. It's coming up in reverse, so the idea of this is a cup that matches your own. Again, something you were destined to meet up with, something you were divinely guided to. It's like a mirror image. Mirror image, right? With the young and the old. It's something you care deeply about. And again, this could be a reconciling with an ex potentially, or more so it's almost like going from a friendship into a relationship with someone who you've known almost all your life, and you always had that hesitation. You knew the truth about how you felt, but you just couldn't express it, like bird in a cage. Express it. This could absolutely be that. The help available to you is self-expression, and it's self-expression of love. Yeah, something about this, it's leveling the scales up. Because whether this card, in terms of the love you're chasing after, whether it's a person or a project or a new location, whatever it stands for you, Pisces, you're leveling out the scales, you're balancing out the scales, because this Two of Cups never had the chance to succeed until now. That's why it's coming out in reverse. But again, you have that Libra card, that balancing. It's called the Standing Stone in this. It's rock solid. So that could speak to the idea of somebody being stubborn about not expressing themselves. I could absolutely see it like that. But I could also see it as this relationship could be rock solid. It could stand the test of time. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic partnership, but it absolutely could be. You righting the wrong of missing out on this in the past, it's going to flip your Two of Cups upright. The water will be able to flow again once you start expressing yourself, right? Even if it's emotional expression, even if that means tears come out. It's like happy tears, but tears of relief. Yeah. It's good. It's a good Two of Cups despite it coming up upside down. It's righting the wrong of the missed opportunity. So whatever that is for you, Pisces, go after it. So your guidance or advice, I think Cancer got this too. You have the Page of Wands. Express yourself. And not only express yourself, what inspires you? And I always think With this card, I see it as, again, this idea of going back to your youth is very prominent here. The Page of Wands, it's almost like he had this magic in him the whole time, him or her, but it wasn't until he picked up the wand that it's almost like it just, again, the power just, it like radiates out of him. You almost don't even have to work at it. The second you pick up the wand, I think I said this to Cancer, it's like, holy shit, I'm magical. Like, you know, it's like you weren't even expecting it. And again, he's new at it, right? He's testing the waters out. He doesn't look completely confident or certain about what he's doing, but he's trying it. Where is that other card? This. Manifesting. And how I was saying, starting is the hardest part. Like, once you get a few dribbles of paint on that canvas, it's going to come rushing out. It's the exact same energy here. You may be, stick with this metaphor, hesitant or fearful to even pick up the wand, to even express the fact that you think you deserve better, to express the fact that maybe I am worth something, that I have value, that I have skills to contribute to the world, and that I haven't been giving myself enough love or pep talks. Maybe just the idea of thinking those thoughts is scary to you, Pisces. Maybe you felt incapable or less than your whole life. But to that, I would say, it's bullshit. That's the card of the bullshit we tell ourselves. And I don't mean that to sound harsh. I'm sure there was a toxic person in your life who was feeding you that negative self-doubt, or it stemmed from somewhere, right? You have the power to change it, though. That's what this is about. You have the power to liberate yourself. There's something fearful keeping you from even picking up the wand, from even trying it. Again, how you're saying you have to stick to your plan, stick to your goals, stick to forward movement. That's key here, because once you start, I just want to say, once you start trying a little bit, once you start putting it in the universe that, hey, I'm interested in this, I might try this, let me try my hand at this. Again, you pick up the wand and sparks fly out. It's almost like instant gratification I'm getting with this. It's just that beginning step. Almost Fool energy, like just that jump off the cliff. The difference is the Fool doesn't have any hang-ups or hold-ups from the past. It's a blank slate. There's something to that, though. Rid yourself of this anxiety, of this fear of what could happen if I do it wrong. Who cares? Try it anyway, right? You know, if this is speaking to an artistic endeavor, what's the worst that can happen? You waste a couple bucks on some canvas and a paint. But think of that grand scale. What's the worst? You move across the country to live with potentially this person that you're in love with. What's the worst that can happen? It doesn't work out? Okay, you have to find a new apartment. It's not the end of the world. Yes, there are finances involved. Yes, there are some risks involved, and, you know, use your own discretion, but, like, why not go after what your heart calls you to do? I just have to point this out. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. In Gemini season, no less. Choosing what you love. I can't hammer this home enough. You have Two of Cups, the Lovers, and the Queen of Cups. Choose what you love. And Pisces, that might be you. I know everybody cringes when they hear that, and Cancer got the same thing in their reading. You may be dealing with a Cancer, or again, that you watery babies are very similar, right? Choosing what you love, expressing it, putting it out in the world, finding that person or that job or that home that matches your vibe. It's putting love out in the world. When you put love out in the world, the universe delivers it right back to you. This is so optimistic. I love this card for you. Page of Wands. It's like you're magic. You're magic. You were magic all along. It just took you a little while to figure it out. We all knew, Pisces. We knew you were magic. Forward movement, though. The Chariot energy, that was your bottom of the deck card, as well as the Lovers. And, oh my god, I can't even make this up. You also have the Four of Wands. So different depiction in this, but this is sometimes the soulmate card, the 11-11 card. I don't like to be a hype man and tell you, oh my god, the love of your life is coming in. But, like, I'm going to be real with you, Pisces. There's a lot of indication that you could have a romantic partnership coming in. And I was going to say at minimum, not even at minimum, you have awesome things coming in if you stick to the promises you're making to yourself of what you're going to go after. What oracle card can we get for Pisces to go with this beautiful spread? For Pisces, what oracle card? Nature. Yes, I love this for you. Freeing the bird, right? From the cage. You're the bird, Pisces. You need to go out into nature and express yourself. Didn't we say that that some of you might be doing like landscape stuff? Or look at all these cards that are outside. It's people making magic and doing wonderful things outside, even if that's celebrating and resting, celebrating your accomplishments after all you've been through, after all the heartbreak and pain that you've had to overcome, right? The heartbreak and pain that you've had to liberate yourself from. Go out into nature. Get inspired by the world around you. Don't keep yourself locked in a cage because you were a bird that's meant to be free, Pisces. What's that Mary Poppins song? Oh, it's Feed the Birds. I was going to say free the birds, tuppence a bag, but you get it. You're the bird, Pisces. Go out into nature. Express yourself. She's dancing, right? She's doing some sort of creative act and expressing herself. I love it. Pisces, this is another great read. Oh my God. I'm so excited for you. I hope this all comes in for you in June, but if not, don't get discouraged. It's coming in for you. Stick true to your goals and be true to yourself and your heart and what you desire. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. Please do like, share, subscribe. That would make my day. And I will see you guys mid-month for some more fun tarot updates. Bye.